everybody, welcome to the Thescottshow wake-up call. We are here 8 o'clock every single morning. And, I did say a few exceptions. I always add that in there because we do have a few exceptions. Sometimes I have runs in the morning quite early. And I can't get here, or I can't be here at 8 o'clock. So there are a few exceptions. And I want to add another exception onto that. I'm taking a little vacation day. Little vacation time. Sunday, December 17th, week before one of my favorite days, December 24th. Very humbly my birthday. So I'm taking off that day. Sunday, December 17th, there will not be a Thescottshow wake-up call. We will be filming outside of the city. So check that out. Sunday, December 17th, we will be going and having a good time. So you guys can see really cool stuff still from the Thescottshow, but you won't hear the wake-up call at Sunday morning. Alright, so we're going to go to checkiday.com, and we're going to let you guys know it is International Civil Aviation Day. It's Letter Writing Day today. It's National Cotton Candy Day today. And it's National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. Now, you guys might have noticed that on our Twitter feed, and I think everything that we send it out to gets it. I did post Pearl Harbor, the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, and Marines as our tags. We get 5 tags every morning. We can add that on each site that we do, but those are the 5 tags that go out all together. So I added that on there as a really important reminder of what we're doing, where we're at, and who we are as a nation. Pearl Harbor happened in 1941, December 7th. It is a day that will forever live in infamy, as Franklin Delano Roosevelt said. So I want to take this time, and our first thumbs up, actually, and our first mention, actually, is for Pearl Harbor. And I want to take this time to give a special and very satisfying and grateful thumbs up, and mention and shout out and all the other great stuff that we get to do here to our military men and women who fight every single day for us, and for the families who lost people in Pearl Harbor, that they will never be forgotten. So I want to take this time and thank the military, give them a thumbs up, give them a salute, and I'm hoping that today will be a day where we all stand for the national anthem. So, thumbs up to the military, big time shout out to those guys. I'm not even going to go to the thumbs down yet, because I think it's time to do something a little different here on the show. I'm not going to go immediately to the thumbs down. I'm going to do all the thumbs up first, and then I'll do the thumbs down. They're not really all that bad today. So I want to give a thumbs up, like I said, to the military. I want to give a thumbs up to Patreon.com, making people a little bit of money to do what they want to do. Artists use it. Other great sites use it, including 102550. And we're going to be adding the second one today, 102550 running crew, so you can be part of the running crew, and that will be awesome. And I want to give a thumbs up to Real Christmas Trees. Now, I have a fake one in the house, and I'll be putting pictures up online very soon. I have a fake tree. Whatever. It's a nice tree still. But I want to give a thumbs up to the real trees, and say, hey, that's a great holiday tradition, is to have a real Christmas tree. So, there you go. Those are our thumbs up for today. Simple, easy, to the point. Now we're going to go with our thumbs down. Like I said, it's not the biggest problem in the entire world, to have a few thumbs down. So, let's go with our first thumbs down today. And that, of course, is our Senator Al Franken. Looks like he might resign today, folks. This is going to be not so much fun. It looks like he might resign. Now I know that they're all a lot of his Senate people are calling for his resignation. It is what it is. I personally like the guy, so I think he's good enough. I think he's smart enough, and doggone it, I think people like him. But his Senate friends are not in the same loop that I am, liking the guy. So we're just going to go with that. And he might resign, and we'll see who takes over his spot. Thumbs down for people not reading labels. I saw this thing on TV earlier today, and this woman was questioned about some manufacturing paint thinner stuff that has really nasty stuff in it. And the woman said, well, if we could have a thing that has labels on it. And then the next question was, how many people don't read the labels? Oh, I don't know. I don't do that kind of research. And to me, it was the stupidest thing, first of all, for this woman to even be on TV and note that she doesn't do any research, But, and she goes, well, if they're not reading the labels, then it's their own fault. So, you know what? I'm going to give a thumbs down to people who don't read labels. I don't read all the labels all the time, but also I don't use nasty poison paint thinner and paint remover in my job. My job is to end homelessness and poverty. So, yeah, thumbs down to not reading labels. And thumbs down to airport security. I'm going to give them a thumbs down today. There's some news, and I know that here in Minnesota, we have the Real ID law that's going into effect. That's going to give us a national, federal ID, and some places are already calling that after a certain time you can't use it on an airplane. Airport security should just know that, hey, state IDs are cool. For people who fake those IDs, not cool. But airport security should know the difference. They should have little scanners. They should do something. There should be some sort of stuff on the state ID. But we don't need to go through all the trouble and have real ID, folks. We really don't. I would not be voting for it if I was elected official. I think it's just too much. Then we go to our shout-outs and mentions. I'm going to give a shout-out. Start out with a few family peeps. I'm going to give a shout-out to Sue, to Jamie, to Tara, and to Nick. Give a shout-out to all those 4 wonderful people. And then I'm going to give a shout-out to Pete. I'm going to give a shout-out to Shane from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Thank you, Shane. And I'm going to give a shout-out to Tim. So those are my shout-outs today. If you guys want to shout-out, hit me up on the 102550 YouTube page where all of these videos go. Or Speaker.com or wherever else we go. Alright, so I made mention of Pearl Harbor. That was our first mention, but I want to make mention of it again and thank our military one more time. I want to make another mention. A TCW Fantasy Wrestling show tonight will happen. It's going to be from Honolulu, Hawaii. So, that will be really cool. And I think we actually named the arena the Pearl Harbor Convention Center. The Pearl Harbor Memorial Convention Center. So, I will double check that, but TCW Fantasy Wrestling tonight, it will be after Zumba class, so I think it's at 9 o'clock. 102550 show last night was a good time. Join us with the 102550 show, we love it. Buy local this year. I am going to be participating, and by participating, pretty much showing up and buying all the sweet treats they have at the Ho Ho Hustle. I just love saying it. On Saturday, and so it's a local little market at the Encounter Station. But if you guys are not in Duluth, Minnesota, by all means, why not? You guys should come over and visit Duluth, Minnesota. Tell them Scott sent you, and tell them to get rid of the 3rd District City Councilor. But buy local, folks. That's important. And I made that cheap shot because I just wanted to. I know the City Council passed the budget the other day, and of course, it is what it is. But I want to make sure we have somebody who will work for the people in every single thing, in all politics. And that was a cheap shot, yes, but it's true. And there you go. So 2 things there. Buy local and get good leaders. There you go. CBS, I want to thank CBS today for their homelessness report on the Silicon Valley thing. People sleeping in their cars, people sleeping on the streets. California's nice sometimes, folks, but it still doesn't mean anybody should be sleeping on the streets. And like I said, just a reminder, Sunday, December 17th, the Scott Show wake-up call will not happen. In fact, we will probably be having podcasts that night, as it is a wrestling pay-per-view. It is Clash of the Champions. So check that out. We're still going to do the recaps. And of course, we're still going to do all the really fun stuff that we get to do all day long. But we will be filming really cool stuff outside. And that's what we got going on. Sunday, December 17th. More details to come. So, folks, this has been the Scott Show wake-up call. I'm going to let the maestro kick my music, but I want to personally thank all of you for joining the Scott Show wake-up call, listening, and having a blast. We'll see you guys here real soon on the Scott Show wake-up call.